Hello guys, basically, I realized, obviously, I haven't been posting in a while, mostly because I'm lazy, but today we are going to be watching some videos. Alright, so, as you can tell by the screen, we're going to be watching one of, these videos. I personally think they're cool, but that just might be me, so let's get onto it. And just like that, I have my headphones on. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, anyways, let's get on with it. Also, make sure to subscribe to them because they actually make really cool videos. And yeah, I can make more of this if you guys want, but nobody probably even watches this, so.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
The next story was inspired by one of the most bizarre Ring camera footages ever recorded. It's been quite the hot topic when it comes to doorbell footage, as the behavior from this estranged man leaves you wondering what his motive was. More coverage on this incident will be disclosed at the end of the story. Here's what the story looked like. I had a 9-to-5 job at the mall as a salesperson, so it was incredibly exhausting at times. Also, I'm a married woman and my family and I just moved into a new home. The front yard was always well taken care of by my dear husband. He was always meticulous about it. But after living there for a month or two, there was a foul smell that I couldn't understand where it was coming from. It smelled like crap, which didn't make sense because we had no pets at home. My husband had long been
Maybe, honestly, maybe it's just someone took a big dookie in the toilet. Like, sometimes that's what I do. So what you gotta do is just get some Febreze and just all up in there.
allergic to cats and dogs, and unfortunately our kids inherited this from their father. At first, I wondered if it was the result of a curious and troublesome raccoon that somehow climbed up the walls. There were times when I would ring the doorbell, alerting my husband and kids to open the door, and would notice a wet and slimy substance on the doorbell. When I had told my
Bruh. The fact it's white? Why is it white? Bruh, they got some big ass eyes, bruh. Like, look at these eyes. Why are they, bruh? Holy shit, but like, that's just
my husband about the slime, he reckoned that it could have been snails that would crawl up the wall every now and then. But neither of us took the time to confirm our theories because we had more important things to do.
a fucking snail? Are you for real though?
So I got used to wiping it off every time I arrived home from work. One day when I got home, my nose had caught a putrid scent swimming in the air along the front yard. It was terrible. It smelled like urine. I searched for the source, and soon enough, I found myself facing one side of the wall with dried yellow stains that defiled the elegant white hues, which were meant to make the walls look clean. I had just encountered a highly irrational customer at work, so coming home to this made me furious. Instead of using the doorbell, I banged the door. I heard someone scurry to the door, and when it opened, I saw my husband holding what appeared to be a crowbar behind his back, and
then he absolutely smashed that like button, just like you should do. And that like button. Now please enjoy and continue the video.
said, "What the hell, Mary? I thought you were some kind of wacko. What's the problem?"
What's the problem? Are you seriously asking me that? Could you not see nor smell what is outside our house? You're the one who tends to the front yard most of the time, right?
I replied, my mind full of stress. I was in my office upstairs all
Honestly, like, just pissed. Like, just like get like a hose or something. Man really pulled out a crowbar. Like, who just has a crowbar laying around? Like, I get like a bat or something, but a crowbar? Who the fuck is gonna use a crowbar?
all day, honey. What are you talking about? My husband said, bewildered and somewhat piqued.
Yeah, right. Was it you or the kids who took a piss on the wall in our front yard? Tell me.
It felt like a tsunami of negative emotions had overflowed after keeping them in for so long at work. When the kids heard me yelling, they immediately came to the front door and one of them asked, "Mommy, what's wrong?" Since my boys did misbehave from time to time, I grabbed them by the arms and said,
One of you peed on the wall outside our house. Do you boys think it's funny staining the wall like that? Or were you too busy playing outside that you wouldn't use our restroom, huh? Who was it?
Both of them cried, begging me to let them go. And then my husband intervened, forcing his way between the kids and I.
What's the matter with you, huh? None of us went outside today, okay? The kids were upstairs playing the whole time. Are you happy now?
My husband replied, wrapping his arms around the kids. After releasing my anger, I showed my husband where I saw the yellow stains and made him clean it all up. I still suspected that one of my kids did it and that my husband and children decided to keep it from me. The kids cowered in fear at the corner of the room as I glared at them angrily.
Stay in your room. You're both grounded.
Shedding tears, the two boys nodded. The following day,
That's why you look like a bitch. On God. Nah, y'all see this? What the fuck is that? But nah, you gotta dig too excited.
I encountered the same thing upon arriving home. The smell of crap lingered in the air once again, with more slime on the doorbell and urine on the wall. There seemed to also be a disgusting white substance dripping down the wall, almost like someone had sneezed, creating a big blob of snot. As a result, I threw up. Unable to control myself any longer, I went inside the house and all hell broke loose. I toppled tables and chairs and shattered drinking glasses and bowls on the floor.
I'm like, bruh.
Who the heck is doing this?
I demanded the truth. My husband ran downstairs and gasped upon
Bruh. This man and his kids need a fucking dip. This bitch is crazy. Crazy. Like.
seeing the mess I had contrived. Following this incident, we decided it would be best to have a Ring camera installed in and out of the house. Since then, all the slime, urine, and putrid smell simply vanished. Whoever was responsible for this was clearly aware of our cameras and was afraid. For the next couple of days, I felt relieved. I was convinced that we had finally dealt with the issue once and for all. A week later, my husband and I visited relatives who invited us for dinner. This was a particular occasion where we had to leave the kids at home since we'd be coming home very late. Everything was going smoothly. I had the chance to unwind and catch up with my cousins, aunts, and uncles. However, moments later, my phone kept ringing incessantly. For the first 5 minutes, I simply shrugged it off. But when it lasted for about 15 minutes, I finally checked my phone and realized I was getting notifications from my Ring security camera at home.
It's gonna be a fucking jump scare.
Upon clicking the notification and seeing the live footage, I saw a man licking the doorbell. He wore what looked like a jacket over a button-up shirt. He had short hair, a big nose, a mustache, and a beard. But I didn't recognize this man at all. It wasn't only the licking that bothered me though, but how he was licking it. It was like he was making love with the doorbell, and that completely freaked me out. I honestly couldn't believe what I was witnessing.
What the fucking... What? Why does he have... Okay, first of all, he looks like he's definitely on something. And second of all, why does he have the eyes of like a Sith Lord? What the fuck?
But what was even more frightening was that our kids were left alone at home. I immediately called the police while my husband frantically drove us back home along with 3 of my uncles. Thoughts of the stranger entering our house and stabbing the kids with a kitchen knife terrified me. When my husband noticed my anxiety, he held my hand and asked me to have faith. Upon arriving home, the man was no longer there. All that remained was his saliva on the doorbell, his urine on the wall, and that strange white substance
Well, prepare to be seriously grossed out here. Residents are reeling after a man was caught on camera licking a California family's doorbell. Yeah, police say that the suspect spent 3 hours licking the doorbell and milling around the family's yard. The security camera captured the incident and notified the owners who were out of town. Authorities say the footage helped them identify the suspect. They are still looking for the man, but say that he could face a number of charges.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. If you guys want to see Ring Camera 2, I guess like the next part of this, I probably will in the next video. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace.